Greetings, Dapplings, and welcome back to Graveyard Keeper, where in the beginning of this episode we're going to address a couple of things in the last one where I made some mistakes. I know, shock, horror. First and foremost, it's kind of a tradition at this point that I get Angel and Angle the wrong way around. There's lots of reasons why sometimes I misread things, but honestly, at this point, I kind of like Golden Angel more, and besides, I mean, depending on the way you've read biblical text, Golden Angels may indeed be more angles than anything else, so it's not really that wrong anyway. Now, the next thing is that apparently there is a way to make sauerkraut in the tavern. In fact, I have accessed the correct place to do it several times. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to address that particular mistake, and I'm going to take the sauerkraut over there and get all of that sorted. Also, actually, you know what? First and foremost, let me get some more booze on the go. There we are. Now, there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to be doing today, but the chief focus is going to be getting the automation up for wood as well as everything else we've got going, and that is going to be a big help for us. Now, we're going to need to pick up salt, and I believe we left enough cabbages over there already that I shouldn't have to worry too much about it, I don't think. Now, if I wanted to sell the meat, I would have to put it into paper. But I don't need to do that. I can just go ahead and make it into burgers. We're going to need the burgers soon anyway. It's fine. It's fine. There's no problems here. Right, let's use this to hop, skip, and jump over the talking skull. Huzzah! There we go. Hello, how much money have you got for me? 9 silver. I guess I would accept it for now. Shifty eyes. Now, the problem that I had before is that I had noticed in the past, just in going through here, just as I was exploring, that there were 2 separate interfaces, just like the kitchen in Sweet Home. However, the kitchen in Sweet Home has the chopping board as the second interface, and so when I went up to it and I could access it, I just didn't look any further. I assumed I was looking in a separate interface, but if you notice, when you're walking over here, the cook icon appears over the oven, and over here it appears down in the corner. So this is where we prepare the sauerkraut. Thank you very much, everyone, for pointing that out. Thanks for catching my mistake. Oh, really? Well, I guess that does make sense, actually. You know, that would be a manual task more than anything else. Right, let's drop off the salt, and that can sit there for now. I could go ahead and have a festival, I guess. I'm not super down with that just yet. No. I think we will go for, where are the onion rings? There we are. Let's get some more onion rings on the go. There we are. Craft those. Now, what is going to be required for the burger? I need bread, onions, and meat. 20 meat, we've got 10 bread I would need, and 5 onions. We could easily do that and have a load of burgers. Okay, well, you know, that's a thing that can happen. Let's go ahead and pop another load of onion rings on. How many have we got? Yeah, we've got enough to take care of. Well, yeah, we've got enough. The zombie will take care of the rest of that for us. Let's have a look down here. How much have we got? Oh, that is looking very nice. Very nice indeed, I must say. Very, very good. Right, next stop. Let's go, well, actually, considering how close we are, let's go and talk with the Baron. I believe the Baron is just to the north. So, since we're already over here at the Talking Skull anyway, we might as well pay a visit to the Baron and start progressing that quest a little further as well. We would have to ask after the Baron's sister, I believe Esmeralda, as I recall, and that should start us on the next stage of our questing. I smell something tasty and smoky. If you're looking for someone to read your palm, you should go to the town. Everybody here is scrambling to earn enough to buy a scrap of bread. That sounds unfortunate. I've got quite a lot myself. I can give you some. What's that wonderful smell? What smells so good? It's great, isn't it? It's my kebab. It's an old family recipe. Bring me some good fish fillets and I'll teach you. Okay, well, that's going to be fairly easy to do. How about Esmeralda? Can you tell me about your sister, Esmeralda? Where is she now? Your Inquisitor's friend. You know, I'll tell you about my sister, but on one condition. The Inquisitor's guards grabbed one of my friends. She's still waiting for her trial, so she might still be released. Okay. Ask your friend, Lord Inquisitor, to release her, and I'll tell you everything I know. Okay. He's not my friend, but I'll try to help. Now, the fish fillet quest is not of any great importance. It's just going to give us a recipe, so I'm going to ignore that one just now. It's very easy for me to take care of it. Simply hop on down to the fisherman, buy some fish fillets, and take them back up there. But since we've got a body, we need to go and take care of that. That is our job, after all. We are a graveyard keeper, not a dog's body. Though you might be forgiven for thinking otherwise. Right, okay. Well, this is not a great corpse, but it'll do. Let's get all the blood and the fat out of you right away. There we are. Take this out as well. And sorted. And done. I could take out the bone here, and I believe all it's going to do is remove one of the red skulls. No, it does not. That is a lie. Okay, well, you're going for the pyre then. This is the problem with paying attention to what people are saying in the comments. It's fine. It's fine. To be honest, the thing with the organs, the bones are there's probably actually a specific static amount of red or white skulls moved from removing the bones. But I'm fairly certain if you remove the bones of the skull, you lose white skulls. But the organs, they're random. So the observations people have been making about the position of brains or what have you in the comments, that is much, much more complicated. Simply because they have a random amount of red or white skulls that they will add or remove. And then you've also got the dark organs, which are even more mysterious and weird. Why have I got a thing of ink in there? Curious. Let's drop you off over there. Thank you very much. Right, what else can I do? You know what? I wouldn't mind getting a book. Truly, I would not. But to get a really good book, I'm going to need the Industrialist and Jeweler. Or alternatively, I could purchase some from the Astrologer. I would like to get at least a Silver Star scroll for the combo prayer. At this point, we can easily afford one in terms of the quality of the church, and it is going to help us so much to have that. Right, let's get this going. We don't need to worry about this body. It's going on the pyre anyway, so we can just sit there for a moment. There we are. If this was in the church, then typically you want to get that all sorted as quickly as you possibly can without wasting any time whatsoever. But this should be okay. All right, let's go ahead and grab some more zombie juice. Let's go ahead and check you out. Zombie juice, there we go. I would like 2 of these, please. 1 and indeed 2. There we go. Let's go and get our zombie friends, because once we have got automated log delivery, then the raw materials for more or less everything is sorted. And we'll still need to take care of marble, but by and large we'll be good. Right, let's get you taken care of. There we are. And 1 more as well. Now, which one do I want? Oh, we'll take you. Now, we can improve zombies after they've been made. You can just pop the zombie back on the table and add a bit, take bits out, so on and so forth. But it'll take us a little bit of time to get up to that. We are going to be taking care of embalming. Don't you worry about that one. But it's going to take us a bit to get to it. And let me grab all of these, pop these down in here. There we go. You know what? Perhaps we need to start getting some graphite on the go so I can start making steel, because then with steel I can make steel parts, and indeed I should be able to upgrade the anvil with a little bit of steel, and that's going to give us even more options. So let's go ahead and make graphite there. That'll actually be very, very useful. And next up, actually before we head on down, let's go ahead and take care of the pumpkins down here. Let's get some of these. Got some nice pumpkin seeds there. Can I... There we go. For some reason it wasn't kicking us forward the way it usually does. Typically you can kind of like jump forward a little bit when you're placing items down. in the farm, and you can just make your way through this. You'll automatically take a step forward, but every now and then it stutters and doesn't quite work. Right, we're out of silver star fertilizer, which is a bit of a problem. Let's plant these ones, because ultimately I want a gold star pumpkin, and we're going to slowly try to improve the quality of our pumpkins over time. Let's pop those in there, and we will then add the seeds up there. We're not... In fact, we've got enough pumpkins now to get the refugee camp taken care of them. That is very, very worth it, in my humblest of humble opinions. And indeed, let's grab the pumpkins and take those with us as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump on over to the refugee camp, and we'll see what we can do over there. We've got a couple of things we need to do in the refugee camp anyway, so this is not going to be too much of a problem. But first, and indeed foremost, let's go ahead and pop some pumpkins over here. There we go. Let's get those being made. And also, let's check how food is doing, because we haven't been growing anything here for a while. Not doing too good, actually. Not doing too good at all. One would hope that you would be making these into muffins, but it appears that you do not. That's a little bit of a concern. Now, to get the... Can I use this at all? No. Well, I guess we're going to need some more carrots then as well. Alright, well, let's get the carrots going. That's going to free up a little bit more room in here, but I am a little bit concerned. Got an awful lot of stuff here. I think I'm going to have to take... Well, actually, before we grab everything, let's drop off some pumpkins. Some more pumpkins, and we'll see what you can do with those. But we're going to have to take a bunch of this dough with us, I think, ultimately. Right, let's go and have a quick chat with the Marquis. Wait for you to decide where you're going. We need to know about vampires. There we go. Hello.
No time for regrets. To survive, we must look to the future.
About the vampire. Marquis, do you know anything about vampires? One of them is terrorizing the village, and I suspect that it might be...
One of us? Impossible. I know all of these people quite well. When you share a cell, it makes you especially close.
That could be taken in a few ways. What about Master Alaric?
Alaric? I don't think so, but I couldn't guarantee it.
Then he's our prime suspect.
Okay.
Was that it?
People live like slaves and don't even notice. How could this happen?
Yeah, okay. Well, let's go and talk with Master Alaric. Hello. About the vampire. Master Alaric, the nearby village is greatly alarmed at the thought of vampires. What did you say? Master Alaric, I said the closest village. Pillage? Where? When? No, not pillage. The closest village. They are concerned. Burned. But who did it? And why? Okay, the villagers are in a rage over vampires. Age of vampires. Oh my lord. Vampires! Ah, yes, vampires. Vampires? Don't talk rubbish. I'd rather believe in the fluffy yellow rabbit that calls down the lightning. Vampires. Pfft. So you doubt vampires exist? But the villagers saw them. Witnesses. Victims. I don't merely doubt they exist. I'm absolutely sure of it. The joke is on you, my poor boy. Isn't it obvious? Please don't bother me anymore over such nonsense. All right? He's so confident it's easy to believe him, but he forgot to cover the green sore on his wrist. The astrologer said that's a sign of a vampire on a bad diet. I'll stake out the tent at night and keep an eye on Alaric. Really? Stay near that. I've got to be here at night, but it's just night's just past. Oh, how wretched and frustrating. My goodness, those things are growing fast. Well played. But we need to take a bunch of this bread away. Let's grab a whole... wrong place. Grab a whole load of the dough, just to clear up some room in their inventory. And with that, You know what? Let's hop over to Talking Skull. We shall place the dough in here. In fact, we're going to make stupid 52. Wow. I approve. So much. The levels of approval are, frankly, dangerously high. Right, let's get a lot. Make all of the bread. 200 breads. Let's hope the patrons are especially hungry for bread, because that's all they're getting for a little while. My goodness. That is actually kind of crazy amount of bread, but okay. But since we're all the way down here anyway, we may as well go ahead and speak with the fisherman. But yeah, that dough is going to be a problem. It's going to cause me issues over time. I imagine I'm going to get back there and there's just going to be loads of bread on the floor because it won't fit all into Yorick's inventory. We're going to have to hold another festival soon. Alright, let's have a trade. I would like 4 of these, I believe. I was warned that we need a specific some fish require a specific rod. Not the best one. The best one can't catch all of them, which is a little bit of an annoyance. I'm not going to bother with the apples. We've got enough over at Sweet Home. But that is a little bit of a potch to have to deal with that. But oh well, it's a thing. There's a part of me that regrets not using the teleporter to jump back to the Talking Skull just to shave off a few seconds of walking time. Oh, this teleport stone. It has ruined me. I am so lazy. Oh my lord. The next thing, you know, I'm going to be taking elevators instead of walking upstairs. These are dark times. Dark times, I tell you. Here are the fish. The trick is to use a bonfire, not a stove. Fresh air is the key. And of course, a good fish. Actually, you can use any fish, but we're talking about good kebabs. Eat these kebabs and you'll be as strong like me. Fantastic. Marvelous. Thank you very much. Alright, I've got to talk to the Inquisitor about Esmeralda, though. I am going to be ultra lazy here, though. Straight over to the dead horse. Tell me, Heradric, do you buy dough? You don't. Tragic, really. But okay. I know the bishop buys bread, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Merchant, I'll deal with you later. I've got places to be, people to talk to. Seeds to buy, specifically, quite a lot of them actually. We are very low on the Silver Star pumpkin seeds. We need more of them. All of them, in fact. All of those, thank you. And you know, while I'm here, I'm going to buy all of the Silver Star seeds. It's we don't need the onions. I just want the seeds, thank you. There we go. And I think that's a lot. Yes, thank you very much. Only 7. 7 silver, that's barely anything. We're up to 2 gold. My goodness. I may as well just go and buy all of the stuff from the church box at this point. And take care of all of the citizenship and such. Well, let's head back to Sweet Home. There we go. We'll drop off a couple of odds and ends. There we are. And mushrooms can go in there as well. You know what? Maybe I should set this place up to bake a load of bread as well. I guess so. Let's go ahead and get you going with 40 there. And then I should hopefully be able to get all of that sold to the bishop later. Right, let's get all of this in there. There we are. Graphite delivered. Let's make some steel. Let's go ahead and make 10 steel ingots for now. Well, while I don't have anywhere else to put you just yet, you can work over here. I would like you, for now, to take care of this infinitely. Well, actually, no. See, that is the problem there. Let me get you to do that to 5 of those. But if I go ahead and just tell you to do it infinitely, I may as well just have someone breaking these stones over at the quarry. Okay, we can pull that all the way down to 1 now. There we go. And that should be perfect. Right, there we are. Sorted. Now then, we are going to need more fertilizer. That is a must. I don't recall if we've got any peat left in the church basement, though. That's a little bit of a potch, but oh well. Let's go and grab our other zombie friend. Now, we're not going to have to worry about corpses for a little while. Comrade Zombie is not going to be delivering any, which is, frankly, a blessing. Because we are running out of space. Right, you're coming with me. Actually, before we go, probably should go and drop off the ash while we're here. There we are. Dunk. Perfect. I am starting to consider getting the zombie random text generator, because we might then be able to get some decent books out of that. And if they generate blue skill books, that would be particularly nice, I'm not going to lie. They use a lot of paper to do it, which means we'd have to skin more and more people, but it's a small price to pay for progress. Right, let's pop you down up there. There we go. Now then, I need to go and check on a couple of things. First things first, I'm going to assume since the mines needed a mining pick, we're going to need... Excuse me. No, thank you. Knew that was going to happen. That's why I stood there. We're going to need to have an axe for the sawmill, but how many are we going to need? Also, what are the other ingredients required? So we're going to have to go on a bit of a trip. And while we're on the way, I may as well grab some items from the beehives. Actually, thinking about it, we've got a bunch of extra bees, so I should probably set those down too. Ooh. Okay, look, we didn't go... Oh, I don't have any extra bees. Damn, thought I had it. Oh well. You know what? I should probably go and buy some extra bees, thinking about it. That would probably be a reasonable thing to take care of. But for now, we'll just leave that there. If we're very fast, maybe I'll find out something about Aavak, though. It might be a bit of a wash. We might have waited too long. But oh, fantastic! We were in time. Okay. It's incredible. It's like a classic horror movie. I should hurry to the village and stop him somehow. By the way, I wonder where he's hid his sleeping coffin. Okay. Oh, wow, we just ran down it. You shall not pass, foul creature. Defend yourself. Hey, I'm talking to you. Have some respect. You'll have to speak louder. He's deaf. This world has gone crazy. Deaf vampires, garlic-munching vampires. What's next? Stop, you monster, and fight me. There's no point, young man. Your wife's blood doesn't suit me. And as for you... You really don't seem tasty enough. Really? That's harsh. You will die a long and torturous death for this insult. You bastard, defend yourself! I admire your logic. Not to mention your fervor. But if you don't leave me alone... He's not alone. We'll both stop you, vampire. Hey, guys, there's no need to kill each other. Let's talk first. What? Oh, it's... It's a choice. And they're both super loud. I'll go with this one. Keeper, this is not your business. I asked you not to bother me. Now face the consequences. Oh, that's just rude. Hey, I can't see. That's not fair. Even if you escape, I know where to find you and... Sleep well. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Where am I? Did I die? Is this heaven? Heaven? No, more like the opposite. This is my tent, and you're alive. You, I remember. You're a vile vampire. Wait a second. Why didn't you kill me? And, hey, you can hear me. What the hell is going on? While you were unconscious, I borrowed a part of your hearing. What? Oh, no. What? Don't worry, as you can tell, your own hearing has already regenerated. But why did you suggest I might have killed you? Because of everything. You're a monster. I know your secret, and I'm no monster. And I'm not so foolish as to kill the graveyard keeper. That would ruin everything. I had planned to do something rather naughty with you, I admit. What? But I have since changed my mind. You managed to track me, so you're more capable than I imagined, and you might even be useful. I won't help a vampire. I'll leave you alone for a while, calm your emotions, and shed your ridiculous delusions of heroism. Okay.
Time's up. Now listen to my words and make your choice. The ancient curse, it has returned, and I must stop it before it's too late. This is my duty, as written in the ancient contract. Should I fail, 1,000 bloodthirsty zombies will flood the town, the village, and even the graveyard. But the problem is already too advanced. I can't deal with it all on my own. I need your help, Keeper.
It's all rather unexpected. I need to think.
I see. You're welcome to ask any questions, but remember, we're already running short of time.
Alright. Learn some details from him. Okay, that's a fairly easy task to do. No time has passed, but I had to walk all the way to the... And he had to bring me... What the... Shenanigans? Appreciated shenanigans, but shenanigans all the same. What did you do to the shepherd?
Absolutely nothing. A little bump on the head. It was completely harmless. I suppose it might even do him some good. Anyway, he's at home with his wife, is looking after him.
Okay. You've been a vampire since you were born?
No, I was contaminated over 30 years ago.
See, that could be anything. We've already found out that people here apparently live to like 1,000.
Some vampires kidnapped me, put me in a cage, tortured me, and did this to me. I hate my curse more than anything, but there's no cure for it. I drink blood only in the most desperate situation, to avoid a terrible death.
Why did you attack the villagers?
I didn't want to, but I'm nearly dying of hunger. If I tried to attack anyone at the camp, Teodoro would easily find me out.
I remember a movie where there was a guy who drank rat blood, or he'd...
I do not fear death, but I cannot leave this world without fulfilling my duty.
What is the ancient curse?
It was laid upon us 2 centuries ago, when disciples of the new faith destroyed the ancient bridge. Departed souls could no longer find a way to the land of the dead. They grew mad in despair, returned to their bodies, and began killing everyone. The walking dead flooded the world. Only the ancient god and the ancient contract saved humankind from annihilation.
What is the ancient contract? We just learned about the ancient curse. Okay.
It contains a list of dictates which stave off the ancient curse. It was agreed to be representatives of new and old faith and the ancient god.
To buy, not be.
My brothers and I, as signatories, were obliged to follow it faithfully and execute all its conditions. We did so for nearly 170 years, but as you can see, we failed eventually.
Huh. You're even older than Moses. Not bad.
I always considered it strange the graveyard keepers weren't informed of all this stuff. In the end, you're the guarantors of the contract.
What? Okay. Why did the ancient curse return?
Because the strictures of the ancient contract were violated too many times.
What do you mean?
The Inquisitor's cruelty, the cult's brutality, the ships of the dead stuck in the harbour. And most importantly, we haven't had a graveyard keeper for the past 30 years. Your predecessor was killed before you. The next chosen keeper were never born, were even born.
Oh, so I was chosen to be a keeper before I was born?
There must always be a graveyard keeper. They are the guarantors of the contract.
Well, this is fascinating.
That's why I asked when you first met about the role you play.
When we first met about the role you play, right? And how can we stop the ancient curse?
The curse began to return after the Great Blast, and according to the information I have, the 4th keeper, your predecessor, has been killed in the Great Blast. So we must unmask the murderer of the 4th keeper. Only the person who triggered the curse can stop its spread.
Well, it looks like I'll be playing Sherlock Holmes a bit more. So there's nobody else who can help with the curse?
Nobody. The other signatories are bound by a seal of silence. Except for me and my brothers, but it's useless to count on them.
Oh, but I want to know about your brothers. Oh, goodness. Why won't your brothers help with the curse?
This is not the time or place to discuss them. Perhaps one day. But for now, know this. We can rely only on ourselves.
Well, I mean, you've made a fairly solid argument. I agree to help.
I know it's not an easy decision, but it's the right one. Let's see. For starters, take these scrolls. They'll help you save a lot of time traveling.
Okay.
Then we should...
Uh-oh. Master Alaric, what happened to you? Wait, I'll call the Murky.
No. Never him. If he learns that I'm a vampire, he'll pierce my heart with a wooden stake, with the greatest of pleasure. Blood. There's a drop of blood. Please. Hurry.
Blood? Well, I doubt corpse blood is tasty, but we're out of options. Okay, so I've got to go and get some corpse blood. Alright, fair enough. Nothing fancy, just a way to get around. Alas, disposable. Well, that's fine. Womp. Quickly, gotta go get some blood. Not before I get the bread, though, of course, priorities. The steel can wait. The bread, though, no. That's perishable goods, I'll have you know. Let's go and grab some blood. Oh, I should have gone the other way. Oh, silly of me. Yeah, the blood is all the way over there. Yeah, I should have gone through the basement. Silly Aavak. Let's quickly grab this. Womp. Let's grab all of it. And have we got enough? No. Can I use this to go back to the refugee camp? Womp. I know I just used up a resource there. Rather important one. Here. Okay. Be right back. Frustrating. Sweet home. I mean, if there's a chance that it might do better for him to give him the bucket of blood. Do I need some more, I imagine. I'll do. Gotta move quickly, though. His heartbeat is giving out. Yoink. Quick. Hello, zombie. Bye-bye, zombie. Actually, I'm following you, zombie. Oof. So many things. So many things that I want to stop and do, but I may not. Okay. Let's quickly go and get the bucket of blood. We should still have some blood left over either way. There we go. And, oh, damn it. Thunk. That's 2 buckets of blood I've made now. People in the comments are going to be so angry with me. You're wasting blood. Shh, it's fine. Right, here we are. Give him the blood.
There, that's a bit better, but the taste is amazingly foul. What was it?
Corpse blood. Or were you counting on me to ask some villager to volunteer his blood?
Oh no, not again. Hello, diarrhea.
But you're I'm sorry, mate.
But you're right, thank you. In spite of it all.
Okay. Well, I don't know if the bucket of blood was the right thing to choose, but it seemed like the more cool option to take. If you wish, I can bring you some regularly, so that you can stop bothering the villagers. I mean, I don't imagine that's particularly nice.
It's a deal. I'm paying you for this service. Would be the honest thing, wouldn't it? Okay, I have something for you right now. It's my old vampire sun cream. You can show it to them as evidence of the vampire's demise. Then the villagers will stop worrying, and you'll get your reward.
Thank you. May I ask, why did you say Teodoro would be glad to kill you?
Because it's true. But that is one of those burdens that cannot be shared.
You passed out and never finished your thought.
Ah, yes. You must find the vampires who captured and tortured me 30 years ago. I remember. They asked me about the ancient contract and the ancient curse. I'm sure they're somehow connected to the curse and the Great Blast.
Where should I start looking? Do you have an address?
I don't know. They sort of disappeared after the Great Blast.
So the trail is cold. Let me think. Astrologer told me that he and the Fourth Keeper were attacked by vampires. Some strange magic turned their attacks to vampire jaws. Attackers to vampire jaws. Maybe it's possible to find these jaws and disenchant them. I've heard of this place. I should inform Alaric. I know where we could start looking, but the event happened so long ago, any clue must be long gone.
It's not a great problem. Borrow the witch's eye from Teodoro. It's a special artifact for discovering things which are shrouded in the veils of time.
Are you coming with me?
I'm still too weak from hunger, and daylight is deadly to me.
Well, I'll tell you if I find anything. Okay. My goodness, that was an awful lot of stuff. But apparently I can give you more blood.
When I close my eyes, I see my brothers. Oh, how I miss them. Despite everything.
Here we go.
Thanks. That will help me through one more day.
Okay. Well, apparently I can just give you loads of blood.
Ah, I see. So giving you a bucket of blood is probably the way to make much monies.
Right. Duly noted. Let's drop that off there. There we go. Okay, well, that was an awful lot of stuff to digest and take in. My goodness. Still, pretty awesome, all things considered. I wonder, can I research any of these? Alas, no, I cannot. That is a bit of a shame, but okay. I can go and see... Well, I'm going to drop the blood off regardless. We're probably going to want to make more buckets of blood later on and sell them to Alaric for extra money. There we go. Just leave that there. Right, so with all of that done, my lord, that was an awful lot of story progression. We have still yet to even get the to find out what we need to do for the lumberyard. So let's go and check in on that. If there is one more thing that I want to do today, one thing that I have to do is I want to get at least the recipes required for building this. If it's something I can easily make, then we're going to get that set up before we go. But, oof. That was a lot of story progress that I wasn't expecting. An awful lot of story progress. 4 nails, an axe, and some flitch. I can only assume that we're also going to need paper for a porter station. I have to assume that. So we'll go and check that out. Let's drop all of this off. Womp womp. There we go. Right. Let's get this going with some more iron as well, please. There we are. You can come with. We don't need you there. Just drop you off by here. Let's get another axe on the go. There we are. Thank you. Now we just need a couple of nails. That'll do. The porter station. Yeah, I think the porter station is just going to need flitch and paper. So I'm going to have to go and grab some paper first. It's going to take care of that. Try not to pick anything else up, otherwise I'll feel compelled to do something with it. There we go. I believe it was only 2 that we needed. And with that, let's hop back to Sweet Home, grab one of the zombies, and be on our way back up to where we need to be. Considering how simple this task is, the fact that it has taken us till the very end of the episode to get it going, I feel a little bit bad about that. But at the same time, wow, we've made some progress. I do need to get another festival going, though, over at the Talking Skull. That's going to be an important one, I think. Right, you can just hang tight there for a moment while I build the sawmill. Well, this is remarkable. It takes so little to make a bloody sawmill, of all things. I think it took us more to make a circular saw. Is there anything else I can do, or do I just pop you in here? Let's pop. There we go. Plonk. And now back to Sweet Home. Oh, the zombie porter station is included. My lord, that's a very cheap building, all things considered then. Considering everywhere else I have to spend so much resources to get all of the individual components going, but the sawmill is really, really easy to do. I start to see why so many people suggest it as the first one to build now then. That makes a lot more sense. It is significantly easier to do. Well, there we go. It's also incredibly simple when you think about it. Yeah, it just brings logs. Okay. Now, I know that I'm using high-grade zombies, or at least higher-grade zombies for these tasks, and that's not necessarily the best thing to be doing, but we will take care of that as and when we get worse zombies to swap them out for. I guess I could go around all of the previous locations and grab the zombies that I've got, for example, working in the wine in the vineyard, but I don't really think that we need to worry about it over much right now. But there we go. My lord, that has been a crazy episode, but we've made so much progress that I'm actually incredibly happy with what we've managed to do. Let's pop that little bit of bread in there as well. But it is high time for me to tuck it down for the night. Well-earned sleep. I do hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I hope you're going to be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.